Hello, my name is Bill and welcome to MindYourCrypto. Today we have Cardano ADA update. Let's see what it will do, and of course guys, let's make a technical analysis and the price prediction. If you like the content, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell button and share. Thank you a lot. You can join our Telegram group chat. I have the link in the description down below where we discuss many more things, and of course you can watch the buying strategies video I have, which is very important guys, and will help you so much. Right now, our major support and resistance levels are the 1.55, 1.52 USD, and of course our 1.70 resistance line, which I think we will break above. We will discuss though about that. Let's see the MACD in the 4-hour frame. As you can see here, we have this bullish cross, and therefore we gained some major distance here between the MACD, the blue line, and our signal line, the orange line. So this is looking very good for the 4-hour frame. That's what we wanted to see. We wanted to see higher lows. We surpassed this resistance level right here guys, and of course we are going upwards and more upwards still. This resistance and this resistance level, that's the levels we want to surpass now. 18th March 2021 and February 2021, we want to test if we can make it above those resistance levels for MACD in the 4-hour frame. Nothing more to discuss here. I won't take into consideration the one lines here because I don't think we will retrace so much, but if we had to, then we would say that we have 1.47 USD, of course, support level. Let's see now the Cardano against USDT, but for the RSI and the commodity channel index. You can see here we had a risk, but when we are having a very bullish trend for an altcoin, then we are seeing higher lows. We are seeing like very higher lows for the RSI and for the commodity channel index. You can see here, if I zoom out for a bit, you can see here guys that ADA did the same thing back on 11th April. We had such a high low here, and of course we went above again for the 4-hour frame. So this happens when we are having a very bullish run. Okay, back on February, you can see here back on February where we had the bullish run, we were having the lowest RSI was 58. So here we might experience something like this. We might experience a very high low for the RSI and then going again upwards. We had a risk, that's why we went down, we were correcting a bit, that's why we saw this price action for ADA. Okay, we had a buying pressure, we are now good again to go off. For the commodity channel index, you can see here, we had this as our low, then now we are going upwards again for the 4-hour frame. So it looks very good guys. Let's go to ADA against USDT in the daily frame though. As you can see here guys, we are extended on the daily frame from the top of the Bollinger Bands. Therefore, if we see a consolidation in the next days, do not worry, we will have to go inside the Bollinger Bands like we did here, for example, like we did here guys, like we did here also. We will have to go inside the Bollinger Bands. Okay, so if this happens, do not worry. Right now we are having a risk according to the commodity channel index. As you can see here, it is above the 100 level and we might see a correction soon, but for the next hours we might see a further more price action for ADA till we see the correction for ADA against USDT, and for the RSI we are having a room to grow because you can see here how high we went on February, but here we have to surpass this resistance level, guys, for the RSI. Of course we need to surpass the resistance mentioned and go above this key level right here of the resistance 71. Okay, we have to go above in order to see it going upwards. Right now we almost tend to have a risk according to the RSI. The commodity channel index, we are having a risk, but we can grow even a little higher. But in overall guys, I think we have some room to grow, but not so much room to grow. For the daily frame of the MACD, you can see here we surpassed this resistance level over here. This is pretty good, and now we can actually go even more higher and higher, okay, for the MACD. And of course guys, the more the distance between the lines, the MACD and the orange, the signal line, the orange line, the more the risk, but the more the bullish scenario. So here we passed the resistance level, we are looking good. But of course guys, we should always take into consideration the daily frame and the commodity channel index. Let's see ADA against Bitcoin guys. ADA against Bitcoin is looking strong. I think we will retest the previous high on 27th February, even going upwards for the 4-hour frame. We are having some risk here metric as we are above the 70 for the RSI and of course above the 100. If I can zoom in, above the 100 for the commodity channel index. We might stay there a bit for a while till we see a further correction, but right now I think, guys, we might take into consideration that we might hit the previous high. Let's go to ADA against Bitcoin in the weekly frame, and as you can see here in the weekly frame, guys, we got some very important resistance level ahead of us. First of all, it is the 0.4035, and as you can see, we have some room to grow between this resistance level and this 15% to 80% before we hit some major resistance levels. For example, this line, guys, at 0.4035 and this line at 0.4036 to 37, two major resistance lines that we might hit. And of course, if we can surpass that, then we'll be looking forward to the next one. But you can see how much room we have to grow yet. We are not even in our highest for ADA against Bitcoin. We can grow like 190% to 200%. Okay, so this is some great news, and I like this candle here. I think we will surpass this level and of course hit the 0.04036 and 0.4034. Okay, so we might hit these levels for now. The 20-day EMA is above the 50-day EMA. That is pretty good for ADA against Bitcoin in the weekly frame. Okay, in the daily frame, what we have here is of course the same. The 20-day EMA is playing the support role right now, as you can see, and I think we can retest and go above this resistance level over here. Okay, so it looks good in the daily frame. I think we can manage to go upwards, and now we will go to ADA against USDT in the 4-hour frame to see where we can go potentially before we have this correction, because as you can see here, we are in a risk for the commodity channel index and of course the RSI for the daily frame. But I think, guys, we still have room to grow, because in the 4-hour frame we will be making higher highs and higher lows, just like February here. As you can see, we had the lowest here on 9 February was 65 RSI. So here we might consider we might have the same, going again upwards, breaking some important resistance levels, and of course going even further for ADA against USDT. So I think, guys, we have some room till we hit the correction level. So we might go from this level 5% more up to 1.80, or from where we are right now we could go like 7%, or maybe we can hit the 1.95, 16% action for USDT. Okay, so right now 1.95 to 1.96 and 1.80 are our main target for the very short term, if we have to fall even to go even further above. But we are having some minor support levels if we had to retrace after correcting, which is this. And of course, guys, I've told you in my in the support analysis before that we are having some important support levels in order to see if we correct where we will go. For example, we got this one here, right here, this area, guys. 1.52 is a very good and significant support level. 1.56, and of course for now, for the short term, guys, I think that we might go even further above 1.80 and 1.95 are our next short-term price targets. And I think we are moving like this, guys, like this. Back on 12th April, we are moving like this, where we had the correction, the minor correction here, and now we can go upwards towards upwards. So this can happen here, a very nice candle. I think this is far from over for the short term. I think we might hit 1.80 and 1.95 for the short term before we can correct. Of course, I will update if you want me to do. For now, things are looking good. The 20-day EMA is above the 50-day EMA. For the 4-hour frame, you can see how high we are. We had the risk, we consolidated, but because we are in a pretty good scenario, in a bullish run for Cardano, for now, for the short term, we had very high low for the commodity channel index as well as the RSI. Of course, you can see here that we had pretty high low, 62 the number was for the RSI, and I think, guys, we can actually go even further above retesting the 1.80, 1.95, 1.96. Of course, I'm here, guys, to daily update, or you should take into consideration also the Ethereum against Bitcoin risk, because guys, if I write here Ethereum against Bitcoin, let's see how we will do Ethereum against Bitcoin and look for the daily frame, the RSI, and the weekly frame. Of course, you can see in the weekly frame that we are approaching a very high RSI on the weekly frame. So we have to take into consideration that Ethereum against Bitcoin, we might correct a little bit. Of course, we have so much room to grow, guys. We have so much room to grow. I've made a video for Ethereum. That's why you can see the graphs here. But for now, we always have to take into consideration the Ethereum against Bitcoin risk. For now, ADA is looking very, very strong. For me, we can hit the 1.80 to 1.95. So thank you for watching. Have a fantastic day wherever you are. And of course, see you soon with many, many more videos. Bye, guys.